The next thing we need to look at is the inverse or reverse of what we've been doing. We're given a probability and we need to find out the number that it is up to, less than, or in between. Let's look at this example. The time spent by a teacher at work is normally distributed with a mean of 20 hours and a standard deviation of 5 hours. A. What amount of time do the bottom 20% of teachers work? The first thing we need to do is put our information onto a diagram. So, as usual, we will fill in first our mean of 20 hours and our standard deviation of 5 hours. We also know that we want the bottom 20% of the graph, so we're going to find an approximate, let's say here, and shade it in. Then we're going to go onto our calculator and work the rest out. Again, we want to go into the main menu, Statistics, Distributions, Normal. The difference is this time we'd like to do inverse normal. In this question, we shaded the area on the left, thus the tail is left. The area is equal to the probability, so 20% is 0.2. The standard deviation as given by the question is 5, and the mean is 20. Then we press execute, and we then find that the bottom 20% of teachers work less than 15.79 hours. Part B. What amount of time do the top 20% of teachers work? Well, it's a similar process. We look at our graph, estimate where the top 20% would lie, say it lies here, and then shade it in. This time, for part B, the only difference is that the tail we coloured in was on the right instead of the left, so we go to tail and make it right by pressing F2. All the other settings stay the same. Thus we press execute, and the amount of time that the top 20% of teachers work more than is 24.2 hours. Part C. What amount of time do the middle 40% of teachers work? This is a little bit more complicated, but it's the same general principle. First, we want to find 40 on either side of the mean. So we go 20 this side and 20 that side. Then we shade the same area in, and we have 40%. For part C, the tail changes because the area that we shaded was in the middle as opposed to the left or right. So we press center in our tail. The area was more than 0.2, it was 0.4, so we change that, and the other values stay the same. Press execute, and the amount of time that the middle 40% of teachers worked is between 17.37 hours and 22.62 hours.